In class, you might remember I talked about it being too hot and how that can have an impact on your epoxy. And I think I mentioned an event that I had in my own garage a few years back. I found a video when I was filing videos today and thought I might share it with you since I was just talking to you about it. And here's an example of where my epoxy hardened too fast. Okay, class, I wanted to share this with you. Learn from my mistakes. I was pouring this in a hurry. I didn't want to go upstairs, so I decided to do it in my garage. I didn't turn on the AC, and I went to stir it and pop bubbles, and they were already settled in, and everything was hard. An hour after I poured this, normally it dries in 4 to 6 hours, 4 to 5 hours. I went and checked the temperature in my garage thermometer. I knew it was hot in here. I was feeling sweaty, but I thought it was me. It's about 85 degrees. So this is what happens if you pour and then you let it sit in too hot an area. This is tabletop, but the same kind of thing will happen to your epoxy. It will overheat. So remember that. Keep your climate controlled between 65 and 75 if at all possible. And if not, you might find your epoxy pre-hardens. Now I have to wait for this to completely get hard through tomorrow, and then I have to carve it all out and start again. The thing I didn't mention in that video of a couple years ago where I overheated the epoxy, let me turn you around and show you a couple things. Epoxy pour, if you recognize in the video, was right here on this workbench. And the other thing that impacted the overheating, I believe, besides this the general area being around 85 degrees in the garage, was that when the sun gets setting in the afternoon, you see those windows right up there? Well, those sun rays beat right through that window, right down in this area. Between those sunrise, the general area, and you can see that door. That door I've got insulation in, and that helps cool down the garage, but it also has a little bit of heat that comes off of that from the sun beating on that garage door. Between all those factors, you saw the result. So in the future, I always made sure that I was not pouring epoxy when the sun would be beating down, and I would make sure that my air conditioning was up to snuff. Like I said, I was filing those videos to put in long-term storage, and realized I just talked to my epoxy class that I was teaching about the importance of keeping the temperature and the environment cool, preferably below 80 degrees, but no more than 85. So with that, just thought I'd publish this as a reminder.